We've had so many people within my YouTube channel memberships manifesting their desires out of the blue, out of nowhere. No, they weren't perfect. One person had their specific person just show up out of the blue, unannounced, on their front door, gushing with all the love and all the things they've always wanted to hear. We had another person who thought they just lost the home that they were in the midst of purchasing, manifesting. A week later, they have it. I could just go on and on with examples. And I just reposted a video of someone I have no idea. I don't know who this person is, but she made a decision on who she was. And 3 days later, everything around her changed. But in the 3 days before reality changed itself, in those 3 days, she just stuck to her decision that she is who she is. She is who she wants to be. She wasn't letting anything around her in 3D reality, what her five senses are experiencing. She didn't let any of that tell her differently. And I have said before in video after video, listen, if you're new to my channel, how you doing? I'm Kimberly, and I love everything about consciousness, and I love talking about it. I love it. I'm obsessed with it because it's life-changing. So when I really started experiencing tangible, in my face movement and full-on manifestations, was when I stopped listening to everybody else's opinion on how to manifest on the interwebs. When I just stopped giving a shit what this person thought or that person thought, and I just stuck with the knowing, the understanding of what my consciousness is, God, source, universe, the I am, whatever you believe it is. I knew that's what my consciousness was, and then I stuck to my decision. This is who I am. And until my human self, the part of me, the logical, rational part of me, until that part of me that experiences 3D reality with the five senses, until I saw and experienced with my five senses exactly what I wanted in reality, I just continued to live my life like it's normal for me to be who I wanted to be. So let me give an example. If you're manifesting a large sum of money, and that might be something that's totally far away from where you are as you're watching this video, are you clear on who you want to be? Do you understand and accept your consciousness and what that consciousness is and why you can even decide to change your world? Are you aware of all that? Okay, and if so, and you've gotten clear on what you want to experience, start telling yourself today that that is who you are. Your logical, rational mind is probably going to disagree with you. And that's the beauty of that. That is just the logical part of you. We could say the human-y part of you, but it's not the totality of who you are. You know you're alive, but it's not like we can actually see spirit or life in itself. We can't really see it. We see our meat sacks, but we don't actually see what consciousness is, yet we accept we're alive. We know what electricity is. We know it's lighting up the room I'm in, and it can power things up, but we can't technically actually see it. But we accept that it's here and that it's working and it's providing the electricity. Do you see what I mean? There's so many things that we so easily just believe in without ever actually being able to see it. Look how many people out in the world believe in God and all the different versions of gods out there. They've never actually seen God, but they accept it as true and move along in their life. Why can't you for a moment just allow yourself to think? Think about who would you be if everything you wanted was here right now? What would that feel like? What would that look like? Who would you look like? How would you carry yourself out in the world today? Why can't you accept that maybe you are already that person? And that everything you're living is leading you to exactly that life. Think of your 5 senses as the tools that help you navigate the physical. But they're not the totality of who you are. You're more than that. So easy to get caught up on, especially on TikTok, to get caught up on what's the right way to manifest. Listen, once you are aware of what your awareness is, you don't need anything else. You don't. Everything you hear about manifestation is just tools and guides to get you to freaking accept you are who you want to be. And in my opinion, it's just learning to not let your 5 senses control you anymore or dictate to you who you really are. You don't know what the next 2 minutes are going to be, the next 5 minutes, the next 10 minutes, the next week. You don't know what the next moment is actually going to bring you. So have you ever contemplated why is it so easy for you to accept that nothing will change? Or that you're still going to be in the same place that you were a year ago? Why? Why couldn't something amazing, radical, something powerful change in your life and bring you exactly what you want? Why couldn't that happen? Think about that. Think about where your mind so easily goes. Why is that? Stories, conditions, assumptions, beliefs. I think of them as cobwebs, keeping us stuck in a loop of believing the same old bullshit about ourselves until we wake up to what we really are and start making new decisions. And then just live in your life. Live in your life as it is normal for you to be who you want to be. And I'm telling you, reality will begin to change. And actually, the only thing that's actually changing is you and your grip on the senses and your grip on reality. You'll see that the more you loosen your grip on reality, the easier it is to start seeing the changes around you. Because everything has been waiting all around you for you to accept that you are whoever it is that you want to be. So what do you believe? What do you really believe about yourself? What are you fucking waiting for? Some of you are watching this, and I know there's a fear that life is going to be in the same exact place that it is right now, a year from now. Fuck that. Fuck that entirely. If you want your life to change, then be that change. What does that mean? Really understand who you are as consciousness. And from there, make a fucking decision and go live. And let go of the grip of reality. You'll see changes.